A fast-growing telecom tech hybrid riding strong revenue momentum with a price target of $18 and a 96% upside potential. Guys, I told you earlier I would give you a nightly video on GameStop and AMC short squeezing as well as cryptocurrency. Well, this is it, and I'm going to try to run through it as fast as possible. The first thing I want to talk about, with a short interest of 4%, IQST, which recently got listed on the NASDAQ back in May of this year. This is IQST, a telecommunications and technology services provider specializing in wholesale voice, SMS, data, and submarine fiber optic network solutions. But they were just listed on the NASDAQ. And now we are seeing huge, strong buy ratings for the company for some odd reason. Now, they had revenue growth in 2024 nearly doubling, reaching 283 million versus 144 million in 2023. Now, the first half of 2025, they also delivered 128.8 million in revenue, with June alone at 27.3 million. Now, the Globetopper acquisition is one that just came out with the company. This should boost run rate toward 400 million annualized and on track to hit 1 billion by 2027. The company also reduced debt by almost 7 million and recently launched AI-powered service IQ2 call, enhancing margin potential. Now, the catalyst to watch out for is obviously their upcoming earnings, which is mid-August. You want to see the integration of this Globetopper acquisition, as well as the performance of the new AI service. Now, Monday, August 18th is when the company reports earnings. And until then, I want you to put it on your radar. This is obviously a sponsored stock that I wanted to talk about. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments down below. Now, GameStop posted something very interesting, and it's please don't do this. The person who used GameStop as a bank in 2014 was way ahead of their time. Now, this was posted January 27th, 2021, and in my opinion, personally hinting at the correlation to the charts. If they are hinting at something, it means we are right on the verge of a squeeze, which is also what lines up with everything we've been calling out for and talking about. And the same thing goes for AMC. AMC got this pop and has been testing this resistance level, building a beautiful spring for what I think is a major move higher, which is exactly what we saw back here in 2021. It tested this descending resistance several times on the way down, and then right here it finally built the spring before catapulting higher. And the fact that they're both on that verge, and then GameStop comes out and they post a tweet from back in January 27, 2021, right before the buy button was taken away, is just too coincidental. And again, I'm not going into the weekend without call options on GameStop. As well as AMC. Now, somebody is also thinking GameStop is going to go up, loading up on call options once again. Those calls are hitting the tape, and we are also seeing Vontobel, if I pronounce that wrong, whatever, Holding Ltd, a Swiss investment bank, adding almost $7 million worth of GameStop calls. So we are seeing these big players, is big money, load up on calls, and it's not going to be just them. It's going to be me as well, and possibly you. Again, I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And one thing that we pay attention to and watch out for is the JPY 10-year also hitting an all-time high, which puts the most pressure coming into next week on these swaps that hold GameStop down. And that's exactly why you see this chop trading, the sideways volatility. And now you are seeing that tick up, which just puts the stock on more upside move potential, more pressure to the upside. Japanese 40-year government bond auction recorded its weakest demand in 14 years on Wednesday. The bid to cover ratio, a measure of demand, dropped to 2.127 from 2.214 at the previous auction. And as a result, the 40-year bond yielded 3.375%, which is the highest on record. Now, this comes as investors are increasingly concerned about rising government spending. Headlines about Prime Minister Ishiba's possible resignation and the US-Japan trade deal have also shaken market confidence. Meanwhile, Japanese 10-year yield hit 1.6%, which is the highest since 2008 financial crisis. Japan's bond market is cracking. Also, moving on to crypto. Tesla revealed none of their crypto was sold the other night in the earnings call, which brings us into Bitcoin 118,500. We are at a crucial point for Bitcoin and altcoins. We saw altcoins got a major rejection. XRP flushed below this level, but it held the next fib level, the 786, right around $3 a share. And same thing with Bonk. It flushed, but it bounced, and now it is holding this base right here. And coming into the weekend, into close on Sunday, the weekly candle is going to be very important. Last weekly candle, we got sort of spinning top on Bitcoin, a dangerous candle, but it was also the time we dipped our toes into this red zone. We did that several times, and it seems like sellers are there lining up to sell and let go of their Bitcoin, but I don't think we have seen an actual bull market yet. We haven't seen a cycle with strong power that pushed us into the red zone like we saw the previous two cycles, and we still could possibly be on the verge of doing that. Now, if we break into this with strength at any point, this is going to bring tons and tons and tons and tons of money into altcoins. And right now we're on this weird region of waiting to hit that sell button for confirmation to the downside that things are over, or waiting to double down and kind of ride the momentum through August, September. Again, I think we got a little bit of a warning for earnings season for mid-August for a slight pullback. Is that going to bring crypto down in the long term? Maybe not. We might get a correction before Bitcoin decides that it wants to take over this red zone, this red region, and memes start to squeeze. But in my opinion, the last leg up is going to happen now, coming into mid-August. Nothing has invalidated it just yet. It just looks more and more scary as of right now. But that is what I got for you guys for tonight's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure to go join the Discord server, the top link in the description of my video. If you guys aren't in the Discord, we have tons of benefits in there. Get in there right now and let me know your thoughts on IQST in the comments down below. That is it. I love you all. God bless. Lottery sucks out.